again, my name's Gabe Zollner. I started posting videos on some handguns, and I also said I'm going to start talking about some of my long-range guns. I had all these posted initially on YouTube, but they're all gone. This is a Ruger 6.5 Creedmoor Precision. It has a 6x24 Vortex scope on it, and it shoots these bullets. I make these myself. It's a 140 grain bullet with 40 grains of IMR 4350 powder, and it has Winchester primers. I use that bullet because I find it to be fairly efficient. This gun here can reach out to 1,600 yards accurately. If you do Googling on YouTube, you can see where they're shooting it well over 2,000 yards accurately. These bullets travel around 2,650 feet a second. And the way scopes work is they've got adjustments, and this adjustment here on this reticle would make the bullet go left and right. This adjustment here would make the bullet go up and down. The gun is zeroed in at 100 yards, and what you do is you run those numbers through a software program provided by Vortex. All the scope manufacturers have their own, and it'll take the actual range you're shooting at or the area that you're shooting at. If you're hunting, you can go right to the area again that you're going to be hunting in, and you can get the barometric pressure. You put in the temperature and a few other parameters like the speed of the bullets, the type of bullet that you're using, the ballistic coefficient of the bullet, and you'll get a printout. And then you simply change the reticle settings with this dial. And what ends up happening is that the gun adjusts for the different distances. So like at 100 yards, it's set at 0. At 500 meters, I think it's set at like 3.8. And it'll hit the same target pretty much consistently. Again, with the various scope settings, the printout that I have will go out to 1,500 yards. Again, accurately. Now, what's really unique about this gun is that it's one of the most popular long-range shooting cartridges, the 6.5 Creedmoor. And this gun hasn't been out all that long. I've shot 4,300 rounds to the gun, and I wore out the barrel. Nothing lasts forever. And when I called Ruger, I asked them, what can I do, and what's it going to cost? And they said, well, just send us back the gun, we'll have a look at it, and we'll let you know. They got the gun on a Thursday, because I tracked the delivery. I called them the following Tuesday, and I asked if they've had a chance to take a look at it, and the woman said, well, what's your customer number? It was 666500. And I said, I hope those 3 sixes aren't indicative of anything, and she just chuckled. And what ended up happening was, she said, well, we sent that gun back yesterday. I said, you sent it back yesterday. What'd you do to it? Well, we put on a new barrel. We refinished the gun to make it look like brand new. And we also rebuilt the trigger group, and we rebuilt the bolt. In essence, I got back a new gun. And I said, well, what's that going to cost? She says, there's no charge. I did a video on that I sent to the president of Ruger. I think one of the reasons that they did what they did is that they probably don't get that many of these guns back with that kind of rounds going through it. When you're shooting competitively, the sponsors will change your barrel at 1,500 rounds. I don't have a sponsor, so I don't shoot competitively. I shoot for pleasure. The gun has a magazine, and the magazine will hold up to 10 rounds. It's a bolt action gun. You have to activate the bolt. The trigger on the gun is fully adjustable. It comes set initially, I think at 5 pounds. It'll go down to around 2 1/4. And it's a very accurate gun. I've put many holes, through holes, at both 100 yards and 200 yards. I've shot matches at 500 yards, and I've done fairly well considering that I don't have what they use in that class. They use these devices that the gun actually rests on. They don't even touch the gun, they just touch the trigger. So, if you want a real good shooting long-range gun, you can't go wrong with the Ruger 6.5 Creedmoor Precision. Actually, you don't have to get the Creedmoor Precision. Any Creedmoor round is incredibly accurate. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll make videos on some of my other weapons as well. And if you like what you hear, if you're into long-range shooting, Ruger 6.5 Creedmoor Precision. Thanks for listening.